There is something special in the charm of older cities. The worn buildings and pavement. Degradation in some places, accumulation in others. It builds dimensions and character and surprises in ways that only time can. But for me, the best part of old cities is the discovery of small pieces. Graffiti and stickers layered on a wall tucked down a side street. A forgotten bike lock hanging loosely off of a fence. Bags of clear trash curled together on the curb between flower pots. These pieces remind me of what a city really is made of. It's not just towering buildings and smog and noise. It's people. There are millions of them in New York alone, and they are all individuals. Real, thinking people that have lives just as complex and exciting as my own. And even though I will most likely never meet them, I find comfort in knowing that there is a community around me. Because whether or not they were conscious of it, someone left something for me to discover. Of course not for me in particular, but maybe for someone else, or themselves, or just because. All these little objects have a wonderful history behind them, and they can be added to or taken away from. But it doesn't really matter, because the same thing is happening. Change is happening, time is passing, people's lives are overlapping. It becomes layered and complicated and strange and unique all at once. It is something that can't be recreated and is one of the purest forms of art to me. This ebb and flow is both solemn and comforting. It reminds me that I only have so much time to spend here, but it also reminds me to revel in it, to love others, to do what makes me happy. It scares me sometimes, all this change. The unpredictability of it all makes me nervous. And yet what else is there to do but accept it? Nothing I do will ever alter what is coming, but perhaps I can use my time to help make life and change a little less difficult for others. Recently, I've taken to wandering through the city in the afternoons after my classes. Sometimes I follow routes that I have walked so many times with my family that I don't have to think twice about which turn to make or how to find my way back home. On these days, I bring as little with me as possible, and I traipse through different neighborhoods, and I let myself remember things and meditate passively. Other times I go somewhere new. I bring a backpack with a notebook, a sketchbook, and recently, a camera. I let things catch my eye and let them dictate where I go. This is my favorite way to see the city, because I am able to see all these treasures with fresh eyes and no connotations. Everything in an old city exists, and will exist, even as it is twisted and stretched to fit the lives of those around it. And it is always there for us, and continues to stand as a testament to community and to life.